Hello everyone, welcome back to our IndyCar Series. It is time for the final round. We're not far away from qualifying. Road America should be a good one. So it should be. Should be a good one. Sorry, I just have one thing to do here. Just preparing something for tomorrow's stream, which we'll be having, starting a new series. Right, that is that sorted. Let's switch over. Welcome, welcome. In fact, I should do one thing. Just give me another wee moment here, sorry. Sorry, just wanted to light a candle in my room. But yes, welcome along. We're about to go here for qualifying. Hopefully, can have a good run here at Road America. Yeah, I am qualifying. So yeah, it's been a mixed series. Had some good races. Have had some not so good races. Want to get out a little bit earlier. This week it is a long track. Want to get to 3 lap runs in. So obviously that being 2 flying laps. Try and get better space. If we're going to go for 2 consecutive laps, go make sure we have the gap in front of us. drive the final corner, and here we go then for first flying lap. Run to T1. They're turning in. Had to go down to third gear because of that. Tires a little bit cold too, not helping with grip. Careful with the throttle, very easy to spin the wheels as some of these 90-degree left-handers. Not quite flat out through the carousel. Into Canada corner then. Final corner is a little bit tricky. Come up to line 41.6. I know we have more time in it than that. Actually getting to an apex at T1. Trying to get on throttle as early as possible out of turn 2, where I think it's officially turn 3. There's some weird numbers here at Road America, especially in the first sector. Oh, a little bit of a lock up. That was not a clean left-hander. Apex in there somewhere. Braked too early. A little bit of understeers meant to turn in. Front left tire, of course, a little bit worn now, especially with the carousel. Wasn't going to be better, so let's just... Please, thank you, game. Get out and get another stint. Currently sitting in P5. And we don't have much traffic in front of us this time. So should be able to stop the tires from getting as cold. So here we go then. 2 more laps, 2 more attempts to try and get ourselves a little further up. Much better 3 turn 1. Thought this was going to be a little bit late turning in. But car picked up nicely mid-corner. Not the greatest second corner. But we're 3/10 up. Nearly 4/10 up now. Pretty flat out through the carousel. Gained another 10th and a bit. We're half a second up now. Six tenths up on this lap. That'll jump us up to P4. One final lap. Find a 10th through the first couple of corners. Looking to try and protect 4th place here. That was a little bit messy there. Time is out on the session. Bit of understeer there, 3 left-hander. Well, that's a bad line. Turned in too early. So a 10th and a half down, only a few corners to go. We need a 10th if we want to regain P4. No. No improving, lost too much time. Well, P5 isn't too bad. I'll take that. Definitely could have been P4. Could have got close to P3, but oh well. Fortunately, can't see our sectors. As always, time to prepare for the race. Welcome, Iris. You join us just after qualifying. Gonna be starting P5 on the third row. Go for the inside T1, which could be good. Most people starting, looks like they're going to be starting on primaries. Yeah, so we can do 13 laps. It's a 45-minute race. Not 45 minutes, 45-lap race. So there's going to be at least 2 pit stops, maybe even 3. We will just have to wait and see. Ooh, a couple of people starting on alternates. We'll have to see how they do. As always, we have a rolling start after a formation lap. Go try and save fuel. If we can save some fuel. Might allow us to go an extra lap than everyone else. But of course that depends on how safety cars fall. We've had quite a few safety cars throughout the series. So I wouldn't be too surprised if we get more. This race. Yeah. You just never know how the race is going to go. Hopefully no T1 chaos. Hopefully it's a very fast corner. Commonly see a bit of chaos in the real life IndyCar series there. I've only used 0.8 of a litre. Getting round to the carousel, that's good fuel saving. So we're about to get going. Tires are nice and cool. I say nice and cool. Nice and icy. Turn 1 is not going to be easy. Yeah, should have started in first. Ooh, big twitch work on the outside. Ooh, a bit argy-bargy behind. Corner left, just a little more confident on the throttle. Some people getting very close to running into the back of us. We're still in P5. Oh, the understeer there. I think we just need to settle into rhythm. Big lock up for the leader, that looks like. Twitch for the car in front. Try and put down the power out of the final corner in the slipstream we're gaining. Car's going to defend the inside. I think it left him enough space there. Just seemed like they washed out a little bit. Safety car's been called. Top 3 are fighting quite a bit. Hopefully let us catch up. Get into the slipstream. Quite a bit of understeer from the car in front. Running onto the grass a bit. Got a little bit of a gap to the car behind. Already got a lapped car up in front. And that's all 3 here. Bit of understeer turning in for the right-hander there. Just as we get into the dirty air. Car behind set the fastest lap of the race last lap. So they're gonna catch up to us. Put us under pressure. The leader's starting to break away at the front now. Oh, just locked the rears as I went to turn in, go to wait. For them, a couple of cars to go. Luckily, there's a gap there. Yeah, maybe dirty air there causing that spin. Certainly felt a bit surprising. Not something experienced while practicing. Could also be just readjusting to race trim versus the qualifying trim, you know, different tire compound, heavy with fuel. But we'll see if we can catch back up to some of the cars in front of us. Deep in there. Struggled for traction there. In there somewhere. Gained half a second last lap on the car in front. That car in front's maybe having a bit of a scruffy lap. Bit more understeer starting to kick in through the carousel. Pit strat set up. Finding a little bit of pace, so we are. in the slipstream now. Have to see if we can make a move on start finish straight like we did earlier. Gonna try and save pitched passes. For the moment, we're closing. We'll get the move done into T1. They didn't fight too hard. Got good exit of turn 2. Hopefully, yeah, we should be far enough ahead that we're not challenged into the left-hander here. There, turned into the such a tricky corner as you go over a crest and when you want to be turning in for the corner, just causes a lot of understeer in the car. Certainly felt that understeer this lap. This lap's been a little bit scruffy for myself. Car off in front. That was second place. Yeah, it does feel like the front tires are starting to struggle a little bit more. Oh, that final downshift. Yeah, hopefully front can get back up to speed. I don't really want to fight them. You have to be careful. The final couple of laps with the setup I'm running get quite sketchy, in all honesty. Not running a lot of rear wing for how much front aero I have on the car. And the rears do start to drop off a bit more at the end of the stint. So can't afford to get too greedy with the right foot. Welcome, Kiki. You rejoin us on the 9th lap of the race. Started in P5, ended lap 1 in P5, having lost 2 positions and gained 2 positions. Then we got ourselves up to P4. And before we locked the brakes into left-hander, had to wait a little bit, let a couple of cars through before safely rejoining the track. But we've made 1 place back, so that puts us into P6. No safety cars yet. Let's see what I made. Trying to put the power down. The rear just steps out, slides around. Can see how much lower the rear tires are in terms of wear, or life remaining I should say, compared to the fronts. I think that's a slide from the car in front, and again the rear just ever so slightly sliding through the final corner. Had to apply a little bit of correction in the steering. Oh no, I just clipped the grass. I clipped the grass when I went to turn in. Nearly saved it, but just didn't have the space on track to save it. And that's certainly not going to make it any easier. Oh, the dirty air. Yeah, that's not going to make it any easier for the rest of this stint. In front pits, a couple of early pitters. We can go 2 more laps. more people pitting. We'll be pitting end of this lap. So all but one car. One car is staying out. They must have been saving fuel if they're able to stay out. Interesting. Full tank of fuel. This might be the first time of the season that we're putting in a full tank of fuel. You know, every time we've come into the pits, we've usually had some fuel to spare. Come out in P9. The fact there's been no caution period yet is looking more and more likely that this will be a 3-stop race. Kind of front runs wide into the gravel. That's back up to P8. So of course, while we do have new tyres on, the car is heavy with fuel. So it's not necessarily going to be quicker. P1 pits, they come back out in 5th place. Nice thing about new tyres is the car isn't moving around as much. The rear is, you know, picking up a lot more when I put the power down, rather than sliding around. Just gives a lot more confidence, even though you're not necessarily going quicker because of the car being heavier. It's just nicer to drive. 2 seconds to the car in front. We'll see if we can chase them down. Gained a second on the car in front last lap. Rear end gun settled under braking there with the downshifts. Yeah, that's a bit of a per lap. Car behind set personal best. Closed up on us a bit. Bit late on the brakes, sir. Again, just rear snapping out. There's a balance to be had between pushing too hard and just driving on the limit. Really running that knife edge at the moment. Inside curb really rotated the car there. And lost a bit of time to the cars in front last lap. Car behind still closing in. So need to clean the driving up, not for just for the sake of trying to close in to the car in front. Oh, safety car's been called. Yeah, we definitely pit. If we pit now, we should be able to get to the end of the race. Not to the end of the race on this stint, I should say, but we will have to do like an extra stop. Yeah, quite a few people are pitting. There's a crash somewhere. Obviously, we didn't see it. Well, if I had better launch out of the pit box, maybe. Gonna be at least one more lap of safety car. So, where do we sit? Lap 21. So, lap 21. Things really slowed up there. Safety cars in this lap. So we will have 26 laps to go. We can overtake at the end of the red and yellow curb. at the final exit of the final corner. Like, come on, are we accelerating or what? One car had a moment there. Seemed to get going. Don't have the slipstream. 3 wide. Not worked out for us there. Oh, the dirty air. Not sure if we're close enough. We're closing. Yeah, certainly not close enough this time. Fortunate. Of course, this straight isn't quite as long. We're a little bit closer, but it's not going to be close enough for how long this straight is. Yeah, it just had to take such a bigger lift than the car in front with the dirty air. I wasn't completely confident in the rear end. Car in front made a mistake there, but I followed them into it. some understeer late in the corner there, but I think we stayed a little bit closer than we have on previous laps. And just sliding around a little bit on corner entry to the final corner. They used a push to pass since we're not gaining. Been a bit wide at T1 a few times. Had a poor run through turn 2 there. Not left a lot of room on the outside. That's just hard racing. They understeered off the track that time. I don't know if a little lag moment there just stopped the downshift. They're using push passes to stay in front here. Oh, that's a car off on the outside. So that's one free place. Just rear stepped out. And just had a little bit of a frame drop as it happened. That little slide now has just hurt the rear tires a little bit. Right, let's see if we can close back up. I'm beginning to notice the odd little stutter. That's not a good turn 2. Yeah, getting the odd little stutter, and they're not coming at convenient times. Nice not to have dirty R3 there for once. Closing up a little bit. If we have a good final sector, we're going to be in slipstream for the start-finish straight. Nearly, not quite. Brief yellow flag there. Back into the dirty air now. Bit of understeer in the final corner there. Not sure if they used push past again there. We closed in a little bit, but not as much as we've done previously. We're about 4 laps away from making a pit stop. just braked a little bit too late. And try and get the car slow down, not hit back for them. Just lock the rears again. I just lost a little bit of focus trying to think of the pit strategy as we're coming up on the final pit stop of the race, so as you know, we'll make sure I get it right. That's certainly no good way to do it. A bit of rubber banding here. Go Kurt pitting now. They'll have to pit again, but it'll be a splash and dash for them. That's messy. Again, tires are going off. I think we're just driving poorly. Right, we'll be in at the end of this lap. And there will be 13 laps to go. We can do 13 laps on a tank of fuel. Everyone's into the pits in front. Just making sure we're only putting in the fuel that we need. Everyone who didn't pit on that lap and has already pitted earlier is looking for a safety car. Car behind's on alternate tires. And I might as well start using pushed passes. If a safety car comes out, you know, we'll have a couple extra. Oh, you can use them back to back. Out of final corner and out of T2. Maybe it is worth saving them for a little bit longer. The good thing about that pushed pass is we avoided the car behind us passing us and sort of getting involved into a battle there. That's a good thing. Apex in there somewhere. Eight seconds up in front, and we're not running any quicker than the cars in front. Yeah, we're hoping for a safety car, really. Otherwise, we're looking at P6 at best. But even if we do get a safety car, that might only mean we'd have to make overtakes. Because the car in fourth currently wouldn't have to pit if a safety car comes out. If there isn't a safety car, I'm pretty sure they'll have to pit, and that'll get us up to sixth. Go save the push to passes for the final 3 laps. Bit of understeer starting to creep in. 2 cars in front setting personal bests. Yeah, I don't know if I have a personal best in me this stint. Doesn't seem like it, at least. Car behind pitted. Looks like there's a good battle between 4th, 5th and 6th. I think 4th place might be trying to fuel save. That's a good final sector. Starting to find a little bit of pace. Also very much realizing I'd slipstream for my personal best lap. Which is why sort of gaining in some places and losing on the delta. Six laps to go. Bentley turning in there. Yeah, we'll start using them at the end of this lap. I don't think we're going to get any more safety cars this race. And it has just been confirmed. There will be no safety cars for the rest of the race, as you can see on your screen now. Be nice to have a race with barely any safety cars. Ooh, hit the carb weird there. Yeah, just a little too late on the brakes. Carrying too much speed into the corner. Just really pushing to be on the limit. I wonder if we'll see P4 pit this lap. No, it's been confirmed there's no safety cars. Apex in there somewhere. And now we'll start to use the pushed passes. Did not like that entry to T1. Yellow flag. That's one place. No idea what happened to them. That's P6, and we might still get P5. Oh, it looks like they're... we have closed in a bit, but I don't know if that was because of an instant or because of potential fuel saving. Of course, gotta be a little extra careful with the throttle. The tires are quite warm by this stage. So if we're just a little too aggressive when pushed pass is still active, we could very easily find ourselves going for a donut. That wasn't a great line through there. still haven't pitted. I'm actually gonna be surprised if they make it. In which case they've done a brilliant job fuel saving. So then, final corner. Lap car had an issue there in the final lap. Was only a lap car. It'll be P6 in the end. Oh, I just realized. 0.3 liters fuel at the end. We'll go for a couple of donuts before we run out of fuel. Yeah, we got the fuel number perfect. Yeah, that was a fun race. I mean, it was a very messy race for me. I mean, what, 3 mistakes? I mean, obviously the first two lost us track position, which we would have then had after the safety car, but the time loss was kind of negated as just the position loss, and then of course we could have been in that fight for P4 at the end if it wasn't for the final mistake, which I'm a bit gutted by. But I mean, everyone's pace that race was pretty close. You know, the leaders weren't running away with the race, opening up a massive gap. You know, like, yeah, they were slowly extending a lead, but it was slowly. And, you know, there weren't big gap, apart from sort of the real tail end of the field with a few drivers struggling. It wasn't opening up that much. So making a mistake was really costly. Because there weren't the safety cars to get you back in there, into the fights. And, you know, everyone's pace was so similar. You know, you weren't gaining a second a lap on anyone, really. So it was very difficult to close in big gaps when they opened up. So, yeah, I enjoyed that race. I actually, despite the mistakes, I'd say that was one of the more enjoyable races of the season for me. If it wasn't for the mistakes, I mean, it would have been even better. But yeah, not having all the safety cars, just gone to a good flow, good rhythm, and the track was fun to drive in those cars. There was a very fine line of just how much you could push the car. I think for a lot of the race, I felt like I could just push it that little, keep pushing it that little bit more, and then every so often it would sort of bite me with the downshifts and corner on the corner entry. But yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. It was still fun. Um, yeah, P6 round series off, maybe a little bit disappointing. Um, but yeah, it was a nice way to end the series. A series I don't feel like I've enjoyed it that much. Certainly not as much as I was expecting to at the start. Um, yeah, I'd say I felt that felt like a nice race. Uh, a nice race to end it off. Um, so yeah, we'll be back tomorrow on stream. Um, Tomorrow we'll be back on the Mon Ultimate, and um, yeah, tomorrow we start of a new series. We're going to be trying out the LMP3 car. I haven't driven it yet, so I'll have to get some practice in before the race tomorrow. I was like, yeah, thumbnail. But yeah, we'll be racing around Spa. So we'll have a big grid of about maybe up to 50 people um, for tomorrow. But yeah, it'll be start of a 4-week series on Wednesdays. Um, Let me just double check. Um, yeah, we'll be starting same time as today, about quarter to 8 p.m. UK time. Um, I think the final week might have, of course, be coming out of daylight savings. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to trying the LMP3 car. It did get a little tweak. The tires now warm up a little bit quicker, so that'll be nice. Not have to deal with cool tires quite as badly as it has been since they released a couple of weeks ago. Um, but yeah, looking forward to 4-week series. LMP3s, there's the ELMS LMP2s and GT3s in it as well, so it should be big carnage, but good fun all around. Yeah, looking forward to that. And yeah, starting off with Spa Endurance. It's a 100-minute race. I'm not too sure what the strategy is going to be like. I'm obviously not running an LMP3. I don't know how fuel efficient or fuel thirsty it is, but um, yeah, we'll find out tomorrow. 100-minute race. Um, I think it is 2 times fuel, 2 times tire wear as well. Let me just double check. Yep, 2 times fuel, 2 times tire wear, and we'll only have 14 tires. Limited to 14 tires. So yeah, that'll be very interesting to see how see how that goes. And it's fixed setup as well. So yeah, that should be interesting. 4 weeks of ELMC, as SRL are calling it, from tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully will be some good fun. We can see how we'll do in that. But yeah, that's our next stream. Will not be back next Tuesday. In fact, Tuesday streams will be going on a hiatus again after today. Um, so yeah, we'll be back for a few Wednesdays, and then we'll be starting a Monday series in a couple of weeks in the ELMS LMP2 cars, which I'm looking forward to. But yeah, that's what we have plans. Wednesday for the next 4 weeks, and then a couple of weeks we'll be starting a Monday series to run to the end of November. So yeah, looking forward to that in P3s and LMP2s. Yeah, should be some good fun. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. Thank you, Ars. Thank you, Geeky, for dropping in, chatting a bit. Hope you enjoyed the race. Thank you to anyone else watching the stream back. Um, yep, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I'll be, as I said, back tomorrow. Till then, have a good Tuesday evening. Hope you'll, and have a good Wednesday. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll see you there. If not, have a good rest of your week. Until next time, take care. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.